Hi, everybody. Okay, after like screaming for 12 minutes, I'm gonna try to do something kind of fun and kind of like really absurd, but in the funny vein. Okay, follow me down this track here. And the reason why I put it in the entertainment category is because it happened at a concert. Okay, now I talked about this before, but I have another angle, so that's why I'm talking about it again. And this thing, like, I have to explain to you that the video went viral last week. And then within this week, all the stuff I'm talking about now have happened in the last, since, say, Friday. Okay. So not even a week. Like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 5 days. 5 or 6 days. Okay. Um, okay. So imagine yourself. You're a woman and a guy asked you out to go to a concert. Only he asked you to go to a Coldplay concert. So the person running the kiss cam thinks you're a couple and decides to video you for a minute to see if you'll kiss or do whatever on the camera, right? Okay, as a fun thing. Okay. Little do they know that you are involved with the CEO of your company and you are the HR director. So, number one, you two shouldn't be together at all anyway, just because of the dynamics doesn't look right. Number two, you both happen to be married to other people, which this is struck number two and three. And then number three, you have kids. You both have kids in your respective relationships. Okay? So every time you think it can't get any worse, it keeps getting worse. Okay? So the CEO of the company of a $1 billion corporation here is having an affair with the HR person, and they are both married to other people. I thought that she was divorced, but it turns out they're still married to other people. Okay. And within the week, the video came out, went viral. The wife of the guy had no idea because he told her he was going on a business trip. Little did she know, and it came out that, this thing came out that they were having an affair. So the wife promptly, first he scrubs her social media, his last name, and then promptly asks for a divorce, like within a day or two. Now, the other side is that the husband of the mistress also found out and is asking for a divorce from her, right? Okay, so we have that going on. Meanwhile, I'm going to put in a few extra nuggets here because it just so happened that the wife of the affair, um, the one who had another husband, had her husband, the husband had just bought her a house worth $2 million. Oh, and I forgot to mention, her husband is also the CEO of a pretty big corporation himself. Okay, so it's not like she's hurting for money or whatever. So that's not the reason why. I don't think the reason why she started the affair with the CEO of her company. Okay, so so both respective spouses have asked for divorces. Okay, then just the other day, I was watching TV with my dad, and it came on the news that the CEO of the company resigned his position. And then today, um, he is trying to sue Chris Martin. of Coldplay for defamation of character, number one, and also the fact that he thought that he was supposed to be warned about the camera, and he wasn't. Also, coupled with that, he said that Chris Martin made an offhanded comment about because when okay, well, I have to back up a little slightly. When they were put on the kiss cam and they were supposed to do something, kiss or whatever, right? First of all, the way he was holding on to her makes me think that they were having an affair for a long time. Because I read body language all the time, and that body language says affair. Like, clearly an affair. Okay? Number one. Number two, Chris Martin said from the stage, because of the reaction that he got from the kiss cam, which was the woman tried to hide her face, and the husband, the CEO, tried to duck down under the seat. So Chris Martin says, oh, either they're having an affair or they're really shy, not knowing anything. Okay? And so now the guy, the CEO, is trying to sue Chris Martin for doing that. It's such BS. Dude, just take your medicine. Okay, you clearly were having an affair with your HR person. It doesn't make it right, wrong, whatever. Which I am not a proponent of cheating. I've said this before. Ladies and gentlemen, because I think it goes for both sexes. If you are married and want to think about cheating, have the conversation with your spouse first and say, honey, or whatever. I don't think it's working out. I'd like a divorce, please. Just do that. Okay? And if you have to have an affair, then don't go public. Please, for the love of somebody, don't do that. And it is not the artist's fault that you are doing that in public. Hello. Yeah, I can't make this stuff up. It really happened. This has really happened within the last week. Yep. So don't do it. Just don't. Just have the uncomfortable conversation and at least agree to divorce, separate, which personally, I don't think you should have an affair, period. I mean, you can wait until you're divorced to move on to the next person. But at least if you're separated, you legally agree to live apart and you can do what you want when you're separated. So, why didn't you take that avenue? Boy. So, yeah, weird absurdity of the day. And there you go.